Okay, so welcome back again. We are talking about measurements, and we've been discussing accuracy and precision in measurements. So now we're actually going to get into some of the measuring. Yay. So at the end of this lesson, you should be able to record a measurement to an acceptable precision. That's the goal of our lesson today. So as you're going through this, keep in mind, what do we mean when we say that we measure to the next uncertain digit, and how many digits should be included in a measurement? So say we want to measure the length of a pencil. You would get a ruler and line the pencil up with the end of the ruler and see where the other end of the pencil lands. We can say that the pencil is at least 5.8 centimeters, but it doesn't quite go to 5.9 centimeters. So what we do is we add what we call an uncertain digit. Somewhere between 5.80 and 5.90 centimeters is the actual length of the pencil. This is the amount of uncertainty that we have in our measurement. We can confidently say that the pencil is more than 5.8 centimeters and less than 5.9, but we are going to have to estimate how much more and how much less. On the flip side of this, we can say that anytime we see a measurement written down, the last number in that measurement is recorded as the uncertain digit, and that in turn tells us how precise the measuring tool was. So what would you estimate the uncertain digit to be here? I'm going to go with 5.83. If you look at where the end of the pencil falls, it really doesn't look like it's halfway. So the uncertain digit must be under 5. On the other hand, it's not terribly close to the 5.80 centimeter line either. So it probably is a stretch to call it 1. Could you call it 2? I think you could get away with that. What about 4? Sure, I don't think that would be too far off. But calling it 5? Nah, it's just definitely not halfway. What if you were feeling really good about your estimation skills and wanted to tack on another digit? Remember, precision depends on the tools we are using. In this case, our ruler is marked to the 10th of a centimeter. In estimating the 3, I've already guessed at one number. So any other number that we add on to the end is going to be meaningless. So a common tactic for a lot of people would be to say that the pencil falls about a quarter of the way between 5.8 and 5.9. Can you see the problem with how we would report this number? 1/4 is written as 2/5. This is adding on the 5, just like we tried to do with the 7 in the first example. Here we would be estimating the 2 and have exactly no idea that the 5 would be in any way true. So it is important to remember that the digits after the first estimated digit are meaningless and insignificant. All right, time to check to see what you know. Pause your video, write down what you think the recording for that particular measurement will be. So here's what we know. We know for certain that measurement is past 2. We also know for certain that it does not get to 0.1. So this is 2, this would be 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. So we know that it is 2, not 0.1. So our certainty measurements here are 2.0. So we are going to estimate that third digit. It's definitely past 5, so it can't be 2.01. And it's a ways away from 0.1, but not too far. So I'm going to estimate that at 2.08. You could probably call that 2.07 or 2.09 and still be within a good estimate. Down here on this one, what do we know for sure? We are certain about the 4, and we are certain about the 0.5. It's a little bit past that 0.5. So we can estimate another digit. So this letter C would be accurate, but it's not precise with the tool that we're measuring. So we know for sure 4.5, and it's a little bit past. So I wouldn't call it 4.50. I would call it 4.51. Maybe 4.52. You can get away with that. All right, so here's what you need to be able to do. You need to be able to record a measurement to an acceptable precision. When you take data in the lab, I'm going to be looking to see if you are precise and accurate in your measurements. So in your summary, what do we mean when we say that we measure to the next uncertain digit? And how many digits should be included in a measurement? And how do you know?